What is up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Natsume Yuujinchou Zoku, this time of episode 12, or season 2. Looking forward to this one. Last episode was decent. We ended up meeting a old woman, as we went with Natori, to this kind of information, I don't really know the name for it, kind of information festival type meeting thing, where there was a flying head going about. And yeah, it was a decent episode, introducing a promising character in the old lady who, I wouldn't say was villainous, I won't go that far, but a little bit shady, wasn't she? Yeah, as usual, can't remember what we got for today. I think we'll be seeing a bit more Takitori, which is good, but other than that, I can't remember too much. Do let me know what you guys think about this one, though, down in the comments. Make sure to leave a like on the video if you guys do like, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. But yeah, these are the final 2 episodes of this season, I do believe. Might be a 2-parter. I'd like it if we had a little 2-parter to end off. I feel like the send off of last season was awesome, so hopefully there might be something similar to that. So what we got? Haunted house. And these guys should have learned from season 1's fucking. Oh no, not haunted house. Just her house. Kind of looks like it could be a haunted house. Oh, she's got a big old house, but yeah. There she is. The boy from the empty house. Oh, this is a haunted house. Okay. I've never been in a haunted house, but I've been in a few abandoned buildings. I've been in an abandoned hospital, and that was actually quite creepy. Again, I used to be quite a delinquent, so I'd go in there, smoke, drink, get up to mischief. This was a date. She's doing us a... Man, why does everyone always try to fucking... I mean, she is. But I always feel bad for this girl. She's always getting pushed out of the way. And for protection reasons, yes. But it's like, she must feel terrible. Always having these things, like these circumstances where she doesn't get to spend a bit of time with Natsume. Oh, sorry guys. What was that? And Natori. Yeah, she doesn't understand really why she's being kind of pushed away from Natsume. She's just like, she is just, yeah. Very unfortunate. A vampire in there. Jesus. It's a trap. No, it is actually a poor little kid. Yeah. I'm way too comfortable with that usually being like a trap or someone pretending to be like stuck in there and then it being like some kind of horrible entity. It was actually a human. Damn, kid must have been terrified. I used to hate stuff like that. As a kid, I wouldn't say I'm claustrophobic, but when I was a kid, I especially look back at if you guys ever had, I'm not sure they were too usual, but there was like a phase of like these giant it wasn't like a balloon, but it was like it wasn't like a cloth either. It was just like this giant plaything. Really hard to describe. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's like it's really big, and you'd have a whole class, like 30 kids, hold a bit of it, and there was like a tent thing. I'm not really sure how to describe it, to be honest with you, but people would like go and run under to the other side. And then if everyone let go, it would be like a blanket on top of everyone, 30 people under the darkness. And that quite scared me, because what scared me most wasn't the fact that it was like in the darkness and it was a large thing over me. Like that did scare me a little bit, knowing that I was right in the center of this, like, and it would take quite a bit of effort to run out of this dark kind of blanket. But more so the fact that everybody's panicking inside there, really, yeah, it made me feel very good and felt quite claustrophobic. Another thing I think back to is when people do like pile-ups. I remember especially one where there's pile-ups with when people had like mats, and they'd mats and they'd jump on each other, and I was one of the first people under the mats, and that like having like 8 or 9 kids on top of your other mats, it was really heavy, and it was really like I couldn't move at all, so I felt really kind of claustrophobic. And I think what the thing is not having power. I couldn't do anything in that situation. Like I was just if I would have got suffocated, I would have just been fuck all I could do about it. That was the scary part for me, not having the power to kind of change the scenario or situation, even as a kid. I feel like that's the same for me even today, to be honest with you. Not sorry to go on this big old tangent, but yeah, not having the power to kind of change my situation or anything is more scary to me than many things. I feel like that's the case for a lot of people, though. A lot of their childhood kind of stuff like that. I wouldn't call it trauma, but childhood experiences do kind of define how they are as an adult. I always like being in charge of my situation, where I am, and yeah. Don't act like you don't like it. Is she? That's rude. Kind of looks like a GBA game. Good kick. I'm not sure how that feasibly bounced back to him, but do you reckon it was a yokai that locked him in there? Oh, we're getting so much disrespect already this episode. Not the usual kind of warranted disrespect when he does something, but just rude to disrespect today. Oh, that was nice, wasn't it? Fair play to the kids. They're doing what they thought was right there, and they put up a good fight. I got respect for them. Yeah, obviously their target was not accurate in terms of who they're looking for. Like I said, it's probably a yokai or someone that done that to the kid. It almost looks like one of those Game Boy Color ones as well, like the kind of larger ones. I didn't play. I wasn't in that kind of period. I was in the GBA kind of period when I started like gaming. I did play on the Color because my cousin had one, but that was after I already played on the Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Color cartridges were quite a bit bigger, I think. He breaks the promise. Oh yeah, this guy had an axe, didn't he? I remember the preview now. I do think this will be a two-parter, judging from the pace of things so far. Be wrong about that, of course. But... Could I shoot the same thing? Broken shrine. Yeah, it seems like Takitori's actually got a little bit in common with this dark-haired friend, doesn't she? In terms of like how she is as a person, but considerate. Put away in the blink of an eye. Didn't look like he got anywhere near us yet. It cut him. Comes from a good place, I think. Sometimes it can be seen like that. I've definitely thought that before. Oh, this person clearly doesn't want my help. They clearly see me as some kind of intrusion or something. As long as it comes from a good place, I don't think there's anything wrong about that. That? Fucking hell. That go using hydro pump. Or insect. $200 yen. How much is 200 yen? It's like pennies, right? Why is everyone saying that? It's cute. Oh, he's not too masculine looking at himself, is he? Girly boy. It's quite funny he says that though, considering everyone mistakes him for Reiko. Yokai's mistaken for Reiko, should I say? But that's for a kind of spirit kind of energy reason or whatever the equivalent is here. The vibe. That's a pissed off expression. Don't see it too often, except for Yanko. Probably sees it more often than anyone. Kid getting the full treatment here. Oh shit. Nice little kid, isn't he? That's how he stands security. So they're back. And a little snot-nosed brat of that. Little snot-nosed kid. So he's going to protect Natsume. Again, you appreciate the sentiment, don't you? It's a nice little kid. But this reminds me a little bit of Higurashi. Yeah, I agree with you there, Anka. Doesn't seem to be. But yeah, I did yeah, it was quick as hell. It's surprising as to how quick it is compared to how shit it is at hiding, as we just saw. Vimyo. Not a phrase you hear often, is it? I'm vexing. It's vexed. That was quite a popular phrase in the UK for a little bit. It's a kind of slangish word. It's not really slang, but it was popular with that kind of group of people. He looks just like the fucking yokai, honestly. Oh, look at him. His hiding is just as good as the yokais. And I think that's a natural thing. I think that should be the natural thought when you see children, to be honest. Especially in any kind of dangerous situation, you should always protect the children. They are the future. Do it for the children. I mean, Natsume's a kid himself, don't get me wrong, but always like protect those younger than you. It's like just like little things of like walking on the road. You always make sure like the kids are furthest away from like the traffic, and it's like, yeah. So he saw them chasing him? I wasn't. So you can see him. Interesting. Like how did the kid know? He must be able to see it. It's really surprising as well, isn't it? Considering this is a popular little kid, he's a lovely little guy. I'm not saying Natsume wasn't nice when he was a kid, he probably was really nice as well. He was from what we're seeing. But he wasn't popular. In fact, he was the opposite. Outcast. Maybe this kid's just better at hiding it. Maybe this is like the only one he could see or something. Maybe there's a reason he can only see this one. Who knows? Oh shit. Nice. Eat him. No eating that shit. Okay. Good. Good job, Nyanka. Gonna make him sneeze. I really like these running animations. The yokai running away there, this kid. I know it's not a massive thing, but I really like them. Don't say it. Good. Okay. No one to say she's got bad taste. Okay, so it doesn't look like it'll be a two-parter. Well, I feel like there maybe is more we could cover here between Natsume and the kid, honestly. Fucking Natori, isn't it? Why though? Wait, is it actually Natori or is it some kind of imposter? Oh, it was him. So that was a bit confusing, honestly. It looked like he ran away, but then he was behind us. He is a yokai. How does that work? Everyone can see him. Everyone. I mean, there has been materials we've seen. Again, I bring back the end of season 1, so this is going to be a bit of a two-parter. I like that. I'm glad about that. Like I said, I feel like there's much more we can even go go through between Natsume and this kid, but now that kind of changes things a little because he's not even human. Doesn't change things that much, but yeah, like I was just about to say, end of season 1 we had like the kind of, I think there was like a drug or something that turned the fox girl into human form, and everyone could see her and such. Like there are things that can do that, but this kid's, I mean, he's got his own. Oh, they did mention earlier his parents didn't come home, so I imagine he just lives that place by himself. In that case, maybe that's another like abandoned house. He hasn't got any parents, is why his parents didn't come home. It's interesting though, isn't it? I did mention earlier about the fact that he's, who's that? That Natsume. Who is that? It kind of looks like a clean cut Natsume. This guy, it kind of looks like maybe like an adult version of Natsume, honestly, doesn't it? Interesting. There's a few characters that look like Natsume in this show, though, isn't there? But yeah, I think I was watching. Like I said, very interesting there. And as I was mentioning with the whole parent stuff, there was a few signs that maybe he wasn't human. The initial thought that is that he wasn't. He hasn't got like a human look to him. Is like a weird thing to say, but yeah, I initially thought it was a yokai. Obviously, everybody else didn't think so, and he didn't have the most powerful part about that was the fact that Natsume thought he was a human, and Nyanko as well. At that, Nyanko said that he doesn't smell like a yokai at all. So like, yeah, interesting. I mean, it's obviously not, his nose is clearly not foolproof, but yeah, this is very interesting now, isn't it? It's like, why can everybody see him? The whole popularity thing makes a little bit more sense now. The fact that he's not human, he probably just kind of appeared here, maybe like a transfer student or something, and probably doesn't talk to or have many interactions with the yokai. Explains why you can see them now, of course, but yeah, he's probably much more interested in the humans and the human kids and Natsume and so on. But interesting. Like I said, there's still a lot of similarities between him and Natsume, so very much looking forward to getting into that next episode. Again, I really liked the kid today. It was really cute, wasn't he? Again, not the most interesting yokai we're coming up against here, but I think obviously the star of the show was the kid, and seeing everyone kind of interact, having a lot of the cast come back and kind of interact here. It kind of feels like a bit like at the last season where they're bringing a lot of characters back, but we're actually doing it in a kind of story now with Natori, the glasses girl. Sorry, I always forget her name. I forget a few of the friends' names, so apologies. But yeah, Natori coming back, Takitoru, the glasses girl, and the dark-haired boy. It's nice to have them around as well. But yeah, awesome episode here. One of my favourites this season, I do think, and I think next episode might even enhance that even further. So very excited for it. Let me know what you guys thought about this one though down in the comments. Make sure you leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll see you guys next time with the final episode of season 2.